Living in the Mediterranean, when we talk about sustainability, sea is the first thing that comes to our mind. This sea has nurtured several cultures throughout the centuries and cultivated all kinds of marine-related professions like sailors, merchants, fishermen, sponge divers. Looking back in Greek mythology, there was a legend of Poseidon giving a special gift to Chania, a city of Crete. That gift was a seaweed that could be consumed as a delicacy and that is very nutritious. Based on this discovery, we looked into the seaweed, its properties and its uses. Being packed with high nutritional value, seaweed can be consumed by humans or animals, and it can also be a key ingredient for many medicines and cosmetics. It comes as no surprise that huge pharmaceuticals now turn to the sea to discover new medicine. Seaweed can boost the economy, as it can be used as an alternative source of energy. It makes biofuel, which is cost-effective and also good for the environment. While being so helpful to the economy, it also protects the environment, acting as a carbon dioxide sink, reducing the effects of climate change, and can save a lot of money on civil protection. Seaweed cultivation remediates the ecosystem, produces new habitats for fish, enhances aquaculture and fishing. It is estimated that by 2030, the economy will worth over $3 trillion. Seaweed farming can create many job opportunities, thus maintaining a strong industry while protecting the environment.
Das ist unser Projekt für nachhaltige Entwicklung.
Seewache is a low-cost zero-maintenance submarine with a small water camera connected to a laptop via USB cable, a set of sensors and a water pump. While underwater, it collects water samples and environmental data in order to assess them later in the lab to find possible water contamination and the presence of nutrients needed for seaweed agriculture. Images acquired by Seewache can also be processed to make estimations of fish populations in the area.
We're farming using the most unusual field, all available water bodies.
It empowers human economics in coastal areas.
We are farming seaweed for biofuel, food and medicine.
Don't forget cosmetics.
And sushi.
It is freshly introduced in Europe and we wish to speed up the process.
It can also absorb carbon dioxide, so we're fighting climate change at the same time.
We decided to apply for the Future League as we thought that a project like that will not only challenge our abilities, but also our way of thinking.
Future League only changed our perception of STEM for the better, as we have already engaged with STEM through our school, but our teachers encourage, and our views of everyday problems have been deeply affected. Now we integrate every new thing we learn.
The combination of STEM and sustainability makes sense because STEM successfully combines our areas of interest for a future career and sustainable development
crucial to keeping the industry alive, create more job opportunities while being friendly towards humans and our planet.
The Sustainable Development Goals represent everything we discovered we needed to do that no one had the time to write down altogether in order to lead our impacted world towards a happier life.
The most surprising part of the making process for our project was the interest and concern the science community showed us, which made them grant us access to knowledge and technology outside their working hours.
Seewache!
So we decided we will speak together, do like a little presentation. Honorable Mr. President, Mr. Director, ladies and gentlemen. I am Daphne Sideraki, a first grade student of the Model General Lyceum of Ηρακλείου, and I am the team captain of Curie-osity, which presented the project Seewache at the sustainability competition Future League from the non-profitable organization Science States Europe in Berlin in November of 2023. Thank you very much for having us here today. It was a very honorable invitation.
I am Konstantinos Kanakoudis, also a first grade student, and I am studying at the Anatolia American College in Thessaloniki. I met Daphne and the rest team during the annual ACSTAC conference organized by my school, where we found common ideas and visions, so our cooperation was one way. For our project, we developed a small underwater drone, of which I was responsible for electronics and parts and programming.
To enter the competition, we had to meet one or more of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals by the United Nations. And while STEM education is closely related with quality education, which is one of the goals, we decided we will start by addressing the most challenging ones that were eradicating poverty and hunger in the world.
Many days and weeks passed without brainstorming among us being productive. We read many articles and talked to several people. And one of our first ideas came by chance when one of our team members opened a bag of seaweed chips and started munching on them. And while seaweed is presented in the very popular sushi, most forms of it are not considered sustainable and we avoid them.
At the same time, in Crete, we were looking for our old projects in the storage room of the laboratory. The project that started just before the quarantine and were abruptly stopped. We found a small submarine that he started in collaboration with Eugenides Foundation, and then everything was connected. We started by designing from scratch and developing a very low-cost submarine that would investigate suitable conditions for seaweed farming that was primarily for human consumption.
This research is being carried out in different stages under the supervision of experts, scientists, and at this point I take the opportunity to thank the Hellenic Crete Marine Research and the Crete Aquarium for unreserved help even outside working hours.
Because the idea of consuming seaweed might seem a bit strange, I will mention here that in Crete, in the region of Chania, such a salad is consumed, and it is believed that in ancient times it was a gift from the gods due to its very high nutritional value. Also, the use of seaweed as animal feed reduces to a minimum the production of greenhouse gases in the digestive system of farm animals.
Our concept addresses issues such as reducing inequalities, empowering women in the business and social sectors, economic development of communities, addresses climate change, health and well-being of people, protecting natural wealth. To use the ocean and cultivation addresses the reduction of arable land due to the soil salinization caused by water over-obstruction and seawater intrusion into the aquifer and sea level rise, and aims to empower women in coastal areas affected by climate change.
In general, we believe in a sustainable development based on maintaining a strong industry that creates new job opportunities while staying friendly towards humans and the environment. We were lucky enough to attract the interest and the financial support of such a company that started in Crete and is now multinational. So, after the first place in the European competition, we aim even higher. They encourage us to dream even more. Now, the goal is to see the Greek flag waving in the global competition for sustainability and for remotely operated vehicles that will take place next year in America.
So in this place, I take the opportunity to say that thank you all for bringing us here, for welcoming, and for listening us so attentively. Thank you.
Αρχικά να σας πω ότι πολλές φορές η νέα γενιά απογοητεύεται από τους γονείς της, από τους παππούδες της, επειδή βλέπουμε το πώς συμπεριφέρονται προς το περιβάλλον. Βλέπουμε το ότι πολλές φορές δεν το σέβονται ή δεν επιλέγουν να μετακινούνται με μέσα μαζικής μεταφοράς για να μειώσουμε τις εκπομπές αερίων. Και ενώ το παρατηρούμε αυτό, παραμένουμε αισιόδοξοι. Διαβάσαμε ότι ενώ κάποια στιγμή συζητούσαμε πάρα πολύ για την τρύπα του όζοντος και για το πρόβλημα που υπήρχε, πλέον δεν το συζητάμε. Αυτό δεν είναι επειδή το αγνοούμε, αλλά επειδή οι οργανισμοί, έθνη και οι άνθρωποι συνεργάστηκαν. Αυτό παρατηρεί η νέα γενιά και μένει αισιόδοξη. Και όπως είπε ο Καζαντζάκης, είναι δική μου ευθύνη να σώσω τον κόσμο. Και αν δεν το κάνω εγώ, ευθύνομαι εγώ και κανένας άλλος.
Θα ήθελα να πω ότι οι 17 παγκόσμιοι στόχοι που έχει θέσει ο ΙΕ για τη βιώσιμη ανάπτυξη δεν είναι τίποτα παραπάνω από κάποιοι στόχοι ο λόγος για τον οποίο πρέπει να δουλέψουμε για να κάνουμε τον αποτυχημένο μας κατά κάποιο τρόπο κόσμο που ζούμε τώρα ένα καλύτερο μέλλον στο οποίο θα μπορούμε να ζήσουμε. Επίσης μπορούμε να παρατηρήσουμε ότι στα σύγχρονα προγράμματα σπουδών υπάρχει εκπαίδευση STEM μέσα συνταγμένη, κάτι το οποίο μπορεί να μας κάνει πολύ χαρούμενος και είναι ένα από τα πιο σημαντικά πράγματα που μπορούν να οδηγήσουν στο μέλλον και στην καλύτερη εκπαίδευση.